guys, Sean Cody here. We're just came from the where did we come from? It was the Chicago Horror Convention, or the Flashback Weekend as they were calling it. We passed by this spot here and saw that it was open, so we figured we'd stop here. They have a nice old steam engine here behind me. Check it out. We'll see what kind of steam engine this is. They have some cars that are open, and the caboose is open as well. So let's go check this out, man. This is pretty cool. Built in 1922 by the American Locomotive Company and originally starting its life as Steam Locomotive No. 1, it was pressed into service at Studebaker's South Bend, Indiana plant to move material around their massive grounds. The locomotive was eventually sold to the East St. Louis Junction Railroad in 1948 and renumbered to No. 18. In 1955, it was sold as No. 18 to the Chicago Gravel Company. The locomotive was then donated to the Bensenville Park District in 1961. The locomotive has an 060 wheel design and weighs about 75 tons. It is coal-fired locomotive and has a limited amount of coal that was stored in the adjacent tender. The tender weighs about 15 tons and can carry 7 tons of coal and 5,000 gallons of water. Because this locomotive was only used in a small area and not used for long-distance trips, the tender did not need to hold large amounts of coal or water in its tender. The Turolux sleeper car was built in 1947 by Milwaukee Road's Menominee Valley shops. This car was in service on the Olympian Hiawatha between Seattle, Washington and Chicago, Illinois until about 1969. It was then used elsewhere in the Milwaukee Road passenger service. The car was restored in 1990 to be used for Chamber of Commerce meetings for the village of Bensenville. Milwaukee Road Caboose number 992114 is reportedly the last caboose actually built by the Milwaukee Road at its own shops. It was put into service in 1951 and it was moved to the park here in 1983. So here we got plaque. The Locomotive Monument, Bensenville. Haven't seen what kind of locomotive this is just yet. I can see it right now. I can tell you that it's an 060. That was made by the American Locomotive Company, 1922 of April of 1922, I should say. But yeah, it's an 060. There's no drive wheels, or I can't remember what they call the front set of wheels. 6 drive wheels and no trailing wheels. American Locomotive Company number 18.
This is a 1922 locomotive.
So you heard the bell before. Here's the rope that rings the bell. That's cool. Number 18. Pull the rope, Batrican. Just ring the bell. Pull the rope. Ring that bell.
Oh, it's a bell? Oh, that's awesome. That's pretty cool.
So that's I'll get a water pipe. That's cool. Yeah, we are in Bensenville, really close to O'Hare, so there is a lot of planes. It's too bad we couldn't get into the engineer's spot up there. Just sit inside the locomotive. They have it all roped off where you can't climb up there. But we have the coal tender in the water tank. So I'm probably pretty sure this is coal, because if it was wood, you would need a lot more wood. So this is probably a coal burning locomotive. This big old light here. Wow. So huge, you know, up close. The old, yep. So we're inside the passenger car.
Nice.
Cool.
It's like this is the kitchen area, I guess.
I like the old F series, F1s, F2 locomotives.
Hey, Sean.
Reminded me of being a kid. Seeing those.
Sean.
Yeah.
How I look?
Oh, Batrican with the conductor hat on. Oh, look at this one. That's a cool one. I like those too.
This is nice. Like a little clubhouse.
They have the bigger nose on them. I like that.
Kind of.
Yeah, they restored this in the 90s to
Model train center too.
for Chamber of Commerce meetings and things like that. You know, they wanted to have meetings and things in here, and then it sat by itself for about 15 years, and then I came out and I tried to get in and called the park district, and I said, "You guys have anybody to ever open it up?" "No." "You want to open it up?" "Yes." "Can I help?" And they said, "Well, where are you at?" I said, "I'm at the train. I got the keys that day." So,
Wow. That's awesome.
So me and a friend put this together, and he's not here today. We put that together. These pictures are here on the train. These prints that I put up there with everything on the backside of them that told me everything what I was seeing. So I was able to put the plaques below them. Milwaukee Road, all on Milwaukee Road stuff. But this car was a Torlux design, and it was basically a sleeper, but it also had an observation in the center. You could look and see outside the car, the scenery and everything. It was really cool.
Wow.
So
that's awesome.
Ran out between here and Seattle.
So I grew up in this area, so Milwaukee Road is
Yep.
pretty very familiar to me. All these locomotives I used to see all the time when I was younger.
Wow. Yeah, we were driving by. We had to stop here.
Well, I'm glad you did. You guys saw the sign then.
Oh yeah, I saw a sign that said it's open, and I was like, all right.
Oh man, that's awesome.
Thanks, good video.
45. I remember seeing those.
That's so cool.
I remember seeing these too.
Look at that.
These probably went out, though. They got replaced by these soon after. So I only remember these for a little bit.
That is awesome, man.
Smoke in here.
That is awesome.
So in the wintertime, we take the car. We'll take all the trains down, break the table down. We'll check it out on Christmas, and then we'll show Polar Express to the kids. We'll bring down the screen. The kids will be on the floor, the adults will be back here in chairs, and we'll just show Polar Express and surround sound. It's really cool.
Wow.
You guys don't mind too, we'll move to the other end. Sign the block up there. 22 days and very profitable. I appreciate it. You track how many folks do that. Enjoy this fun.
That's a very familiar locomotive. Ah, here's my scale. Here's M scale. I had to finish my layout. This is a pretty nice layout here, though. I like it. I used to just live
How are you guys doing?
maybe 5 blocks from this Bensenville yard.
This is our first time here.
Yeah?
I would just pass by it.
There was a huge train yard, and where I lived, the trains are always pulling out of that very, very slow. And I remember This building as well behind there, that was the locomotive repair facility. Focusing on that light, so it's just focusing. That building no longer exists. There used to be a roundhouse or a turntable where they used to turn the trains around really close to that building as well. Oh, I remember that logo, the Hiawatha logo. Yeah, this is exactly when I was living in Franklin Park when they had that Hiawatha logo on there. There's some FAs or whatever series, F series. Like I said, those locomotives are really cool.
Sign the book there by the door for me. What's the name of the city you're from and how many with you? Okay, thank you very much.
They came into the wrong way.
Okay, so get this all right there, wrong way. Woo! No big deal. No big deal. We'll get that back on track, no problem. See, how easy that turns back on track. The fly's here for sure. There, man. Are you happy?
Definitely would have been cool to see these, but that was a little before my time. Especially all running, that would have been cool. That was a odd looking locomotive. I wonder if that was just used as like a yard switcher. Like a straddle tank. It probably was because it doesn't have a tender. This one's awesome.
No, this was a restoration job they did in the 90s, and what they wanted to do was restore the car so they could have Chamber of Commerce meetings, birthday parties, things like that. So they did a modern restoration of the car. The only things that are really original are the bulkheads there, between here and the kitchen, and between there and the other room. And so basically that's what they want.
Cool, really awesome railroad lantern right there.
No problem.
The old telegraph office, telegraph stuff. That'd be cool if they had it working. It's a rail driller. The holes to connect the different rails. Cool. Railroad lamp there, awesome. Milwaukee Road. I like that rail lamp there. Here's the spot in the caboose where you would be able to adjust the brake. That's the emergency brake system. So that's what sit in the caboose, the view you would have. Here's the window on the side of me here, which I don't know if it opens or not. It kind of looks painted shut. Here's the other side there. I don't remember which side is which. One is the fireman, one is, well, not the fireman, one is the conductor, and one is the brakeman. I remember finding a lot of these alongside the railroad tracks when I was a kid. Old stove. The old stove and the coffee maker. And a whistle post there. Some more lanterns. This one's really cool. I like that one. Look at this old rusty one there. There's the rail yard. Yeah, there's the roundhouse. I remember when that was there. No longer there anymore. And I used to live on this side, just a few more blocks down, maybe 3 or 4 blocks down this way. Trains by my house all the time. Yeah, that's cool though. All the oiling cans for the steam locomotives. And here we have the drive wheels over here. That's cool. It's wooden. I didn't know they were wooden. I thought they were all made out of steel. But this one's wood. I guess at one time they had to make them out of wood. That's cool. This little guy over here.
Isn't that the thing that can go like this and then move?
I think this one probably had a motor on it. But yeah, kind of like the same, like the manual ones. This one probably had some kind of motor on it. Yeah, I see some belts here.
I was gonna say that.
So they had, probably that was how they drove the thing, the belts that you see there. Drive the wheels. And they had the levers to control the engine and stuff like that. Yeah, there's a little gas tank right there too. So yeah, the gas tank still exists. Got an old switch post here with a beautiful lantern on top of this one. I love that. I would love to have one of these lanterns. But to buy one of those, they come at a premium price. But that one's got 2 lenses missing. That's cool though. So here's the outside now. Some old Milwaukee Road caboose. It's too bad they couldn't restore the sign there. Give it a new fresh coat of orange. See the passenger car here too. Still has some of the Milwaukee Road lettering on it. So this is the Mount St. Helens car. That's very cool. And that brings us back up to Locomotive. I hope you enjoyed this little stop to the Bensenville Train Museum in Bensenville, Illinois. And if you did, please give it a big thumbs up. Also, please like, share, and leave a comment down below. And if you're not a subscriber to my channel, please consider doing so. I appreciate each and every one of you, and thank you for watching, and I'll see you all in my next video. Goodbye.